Now, today we will see the coding defect class. This class is derived from the errors in implementing the code. That means this type of error or these classes are generally occurred while development of the system. Coding means what? It is a phase of your development, the phase of software development life cycle, that is your development stage. In development stage we generally do what? The implementation part or the coding part. So the coding defect class generally occurs in the while implementing the code or while writing the code. It is closely related to design defect classes, especially if pseudocode has been used for detailed design. So in this case what is happening? So it is focusing on what? Your pseudocode, because in implementation part or in coding part generally the main task is of writing the code, and the errors may occur while writing the code. So coding defect class will usually focus on while writing the pseudocode, and the errors should be minimized while implementing or while developing the coding. This coding defect class come from failure to understand programming language construct and miscommunication with the designer. So the main reason behind occurring this type of defect is the failure to understand the programming language construct. That means the poor knowledge of programming language. If a person is not very good enough in programming language, then there may be the possibility of generating the more errors in that case while developing the code. And miscommunication with the designer. Miscommunication with the designer means what? The designer has designed the system in his own way and he is going to transfer the design to the development team, but the designer will not able to consider, the designer will not able to explain the design in proper way, and the developer will not understand what he has developed. So in that case there will be the miscommunication between designer and developer. डिजाइनर ने कुछ और डिजाइन किया है, उसे वो एक्सप्लेन नहीं करते आ रहा है कि उसने एग्जैक्टली क्या डिजाइन किया है, वो कुछ तो भी एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करता है, बट व्हाट हैपेंस, developer could not understand what he exactly did. So in that case there may be the possibility of miscommunication between designer and the coder or the designer and the developer. So this will lead to the generation of your defects under the coding class. It is difficult to classify a defect as a design or as a coding defect. So whenever we will be at the design phase or the coding phase, so it will become very difficult to classify whether that defect is a defect under design stage or it is under the coding stage, because ultimately both the things are same. Designing and development, both the things are implemented using the programming knowledge. That's why we are failed to classify the defect under the design class or coding class. So the defect occurs in coding defect class is control logic and sequence defect that we already discussed in previous type. It include incorrect expression of case statements, incorrect iteration of loops and missing path. So this kind of defect, that is control logic and sequence defect, generally occurs because of incorrect expression of case statement. आप लोग switch case लिखते हो, so whenever you are going to write the switch case, in that case कभी कभी break लिखना भूल जाते हैं या break नहीं लिखते हैं. So what will happen in that case? If you fail to write the break statement, all the cases up to the break statement will get executed and we will not get the proper output. So this is because of what? Incorrect expression of your case statement. This is possibility number one. The possibility number two states that incorrect iteration of loops. We are using for loop, while loop or do while loop. When we try to write the code for your looping statement, we are not confident enough about the initialization or condition or the increment or decrement value. और अगर यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने कुछ भी गड़बड़ कर दी, then there will be the error in terms of your what? Iteration of loops. And missing path. Missing path is directly related with the sequence. कहाँ से कहाँ पे जंप होना चाहिए प्रोग्राम. एक फंक्शन एंड होने के बाद उसने नेक्स्ट कौन सा फंक्शन एग्जीक्यूट करना चाहिए, दैट इज द सीक्वेंस. And if we fail to mention the path properly, then this kind of defect will get generate. The second is typographical defects. They are generally the syntax error. Typographical means what? The errors in typing. So typing में error अगर आती है आपकी तो what will happen? Those types of error generally called as your what? Syntax error. Then next is your initialization defects. They are occur when initialization statements are omitted or written incorrectly. So this kind of error or this kind of defect generally occur if we fail to write the initialization statement. किसी वेरिएबल को इनिशियलाइज करना जरूरी होता है मगर हम उसे इनिशियलाइज करना भूल जाते हैं. So what will happen in that case, that variable will take the value as a garbage value and we will get the incorrect output. Or we are initializing the variable in incorrect manner. वेरिएबल को इनिशियलाइज करना था 1 से मगर हम गलती से उसे इनिशियलाइज कर देते हैं 0 से. So this may lead to the defect called as your initialization defect. This is third type of your what under the coding defect class. Then next is data flow defects. It occurs due to incorrect flow of data. Due to incorrect flow of data means what? When we are trying to pass the parameter, when we are passing the parameter from one function to another function, जैसे मैंने previous lecture में भी आपको बोला था, उस केस में आपका जो भी डेटा का फ्लो है that may be your incorrect, and this kind of incorrect flow of data will lead to the data flow defect. So यहाँ पे main focus है आपका data. So you need to properly pass the data to avoid data flow defects. Then this is data flow defect and data defect, both are the different terms. So data defects are generally occurs due to incorrect implementation of data structure, जो पहले हमने देखा था requirement defect class में. So data defect generally occur by implementing the wrong data structure. जैसे मैंने बोला था आप लोगों को, instead of using queue you use stack and we will get the different output. So प्रोग्राम में सिंटैक्स एरर कुछ भी नहीं है. प्रोग्राम में कौन सा एरर मिलेगा आपको? लॉजिकल एरर मिलेगा, एंड दैट लॉजिकल एरर विल बी बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट? इनकरेक्ट यूज ऑफ योर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. सो इनकरेक्ट यूज ऑफ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मींस इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग क्यू यू आर यूजिंग स्टैक, और इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग स्टैक यू आर यूजिंग लिंक लिस्ट. सो प्रोग्राम में एरर कुछ भी नहीं है, सिंटैक्स एरर कुछ नहीं. प्रोग्राम में जो एरर है वो लॉजिकल एरर है, एंड दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ योर व्हाट? दिस incorrect use of data structure. Then next type of error is next type of defect under your coding defect class is module interface defects. It is derived from using incorrect or incorrect number of parameters or incorrect ordering of parameter. The same way that we have discussed in the requirement defect class, this module interface defects are generally occur on the basis of the parameters. If we try to pass the incorrect number of parameter or if we try to pass the incorrect order of parameter, जो मैंने कल बोला था, अगर पहले इंटीजर है तो आपको पहले इंटीजर वैल्यू ही पास करनी है. We need to follow the order of the parameter as well as we need to follow the total number of parameters while implementing the or while writing the code. अगर वो हम properly execute नहीं करते हैं then we may get face the module interface defect. Then next type of defect is your code code documentation defect. When the code documentation does not reflect what the program actually does or is incomplete or ambiguous. This kind of defect is 100% depend on your documentation of the code. So when code documentation does, जब code के documentation में आप ये नहीं mention करोगे कि what exactly that program is going to do, अगर यूजर को समझा ही नहीं कि उस प्रोग्राम का यूज क्या है, then it will be the code documentation defect. Or if the document is incomplete or if the document is ambiguous means it will going to generate the ambiguity or confusion, then in that case there will be the defect of type code documentation defect. So in that case this type of defect will completely rely on the documentation provided with the system or with the application. Then next type of defect related with your coding defect class is external hardware software interface defect. The name itself suggests that this type of defects generally occurred because of external hardware or external software interfacing. It arises from the problems related to the system call, links to the database, input-output sequence, memory and resource uses, interrupt and exception handling. So this type of errors are occur because of the improper system calls or incorrect system calls. Second, links to the database. अगर डेटाबेस के साथ प्रॉपरली लिंक नहीं होता है उस केस में आपका ये डिफेक्ट जनरेट होगा. देन incorrect use of input and output sequence, or the problem generated because of your incorrectly using the input sequence or output sequence. Input लेने के पहले output अगर डिस्प्ले कर दिया then this kind of defect will generate. पहले आप आउटपुट पहले a की वैल्यू प्रिंट कर दो, उसके बाद आप a को स्कैन कीजिए, then we will get the incorrect input output sequence. So this is the type of your software interface defect when we are talking about input output sequence, or it may be because of your what external hardware like printer or scanner. मेमोरी एंड रिसोर्स यूसेज, जो भी सिस्टम की मेमोरी है और जो भी रिसोर्सेस अवेलेबल है, if we fail to use the resources properly then external device will get hampered and we will be facing the errors related with the external hardware, or exception handling related with the your software interface. So up till now this is the coding defect class. Now we will see the defect class related with the testing phase. The test plans, test cases, test harnesses and test procedures can also contain defect. Whatever you are going to plan the testing process, उसमें भी defect आ सकता है. For example, if you are taking the input as 2 and 2 and if you are expecting the output as 5, then this is the defect in terms of your test case. Program में 2 plus 2 write provide करेगा, वो 4 generate करेगा. But what will happen while writing the test plan or test case or writing the test procedure or test harness, there may be the possibility of writing the or generating the defect, because the test plans or test cases or these parameters are written by the software testers in his natural language, and there may be the possibility of generating the defect because of the natural language जो हमने पहले देखा था. Defects in test plan are best detected using review technique. If there will be the defect in the test plan, then the best way of finding the defect in the test plan is to do the review process. Review process आप review देते हो आपके project का, so that review is basically to find out the defects in the test plan. Whatever you are going to do, we will try to find out the defects at that time in the initial phases or in the initial stage only. Test harness defects. In order to test the software, especially at the unit and integration level, auxiliary code must be developed. This is called test harness. What happens? Test harness means what? Dividing the complete system into the smaller unit, testing those units, combine those units into one unit, that is integrating the small units, and again doing the testing for this complete integration testing with the help of some auxiliary code, that is the process of your test harness. मीन्स इसमें क्या होता है, आपकी पूरी सिस्टम है, उस पूरी सिस्टम को छोटे छोटे मॉड्यूल्स में डिवाइड कीजिए. आफ्टर डिवाइडिंग the whole system into small units, test all the individual units independent of each other. सारे यूनिट्स इंडिपेंडेंटली टेस्ट होने के बाद व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी नीड टू कंबाइन all the units into the single unit. Combining the all unit is the process of integration. So we are going to integrate all the small units into the single unit, and we develop a code to test that single entity, that is your test harness process. These are generally the test case designs and test procedure defects. यहाँ पे test defect class में जो कुछ भी generate होते हैं, those are known as your test case design and test procedure defect. So these are the defects in your design and procedures. And last type of your defect is developer or tester support for developing the defect repository. It is important if you are the member of the test organization. This repository is important for them. It is used to find out, or it is used to illustrate to management and your colleagues that the benefit of developing the defect repository to store the defect information. It is the process of to illustrate to management or to the colleagues the benefit of developing the defect repository to store the defect information. So defect repository is one type of document, or it is one type of your data where all the information related with the defect were getting stored. And this type of repository is very important in terms of your future project. अगर फ्यूचर में आप सेम प्रोजेक्ट करते हो और अगर सेम एरर्स ऑकर होती है, इन दैट केस you will take the help of this defect repository to find out the solution for that particular defect जो पहले ऑकर हुआ था. अगर आप उसे प्रॉपरली डॉक्यूमेंट करके रखोगे तो फ्यूचर में वो टाइप के एरर्स अगर फिर से जनरेट होते हैं तो उसके ऊपर क्या सॉल्यूशन करना है, those solutions were properly provided in this defect repository. The requirement for repository development should be the part of testing and or debugging policy statements. So those repositories should be maintained while planning the testing or debugging policy statement. जब भी आप टेस्टिंग की पॉलिसी डिसाइड करते हो या डिबगिंग की पॉलिसी डिसाइड करोगे, एट दैट टाइम यू नीड टू डिफाइन द रिपोजिटरी एज वेल. जैसे भी कोई एरर आता है तो एरर क्या है और उस एरर का सॉल्यूशन क्या है, दैट शुड बी प्रॉपरली मेंटेन इन द डॉक्यूमेंट और रिपोर्ट. It begin with development of defect classification scheme and then initiate collecting defect data from organizational project. It is the process of beginning with the development of defect classification scheme. What kind of defect it is falling under which category, और अगर वो उस कैटेगरी में आता है तो उसके ऊपर उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या रहेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल हमने देखा था कि फंक्शनल डिफेक्ट ये रिक्वायरमेंट में भी है, डिजाइन में भी है, या फिर आपके कोडिंग पार्ट में भी है. ये टाइप का जो भी डिफेक्ट है वो तो कौन से टाइप में वो जनरेट होता है, उसका क्या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रहेगा, दैट शुड बी प्रॉपरली मेंटेन विद द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्रोजेक्ट. For that purpose there will be the forms and template that will need to be designed for collecting the data. So properly form design करना चाहिए और there should be the proper template to maintain this defect repository at the organizational level. Defect monitoring should continue for each ongoing project. Very true, that is correct. For each and every ongoing project there should be the facility of monitoring the each and every defect. कौन सा डिफेक्ट जनरेट हो रहा है या कौन सा एरर जनरेट हो रहा है, उस एरर के ऊपर क्या सॉल्यूशन अप्लाई किया है और उसके क्या क्या रिजल्ट्स जनरेट होते हैं, उससे क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटीज हो रही है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स शुड बी मेंटेन, शुड बी मॉनिटर्ड फॉर ईच एंड एवरी ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट अंडर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Defect data is useful for test planning. Whatever defect data we are getting under the defect repository, that defect data is very useful for properly planning the test activity or testing activity. So this defect data should always be stored at some location in one of the template or using the form. Defect data can support the debugging activities as well. This defect data is useful for testing as well as debugging activity. So you can see the defect repository will contain test planning, or it will be useful for test planning and test case development, controlling and monitoring the testing activity, for preventing the defect or to avoiding the defect, for quality evaluation and control, for test measurement, and for test process improvement. So this defect repository, one document will help you for 6 activities. आप अगर एक प्रॉपर अच्छा सा डॉक्यूमेंट आप डिफेक्ट रिपोजिटरी का बना लोगे, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, यू कैन यूज दैट डिफेक्ट रिपोजिटरी फॉर दीज 6 फंक्शनिंग. टेस्ट प्लानिंग के लिए और टेस्ट के डेवलपमेंट के लिए, फॉर कंट्रोलिंग एंड मॉनिटरिंग द टेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी, फॉर प्रिवेंटिंग द डिफेक्ट और टू अवॉइडिंग द डिफेक्ट, टू मिनिमाइजिंग द डिफेक्ट, for the quality evaluation and quality control, for test measurement and for test process improvement.